Yeah, for sure. Because I was like, either he had to go fart or he's going to get her a rose. Because he's like, can you excuse me for a second? And I'm like, either he's got to fart or he's going
He
to get
just
her a
goes to the other room,
rose.
just. All right, I'm back. You gotta leave. Actually, I just didn't want to fart in front of you. You gotta get the fuck out. I couldn't believe he brought that bitch a goddamn rose. So fucking stupid.
No way. But here's the thing. I guarantee you she will be back.
Oh.
I guarantee you she'll be back some point in the season. I would think she will be back.
Do you think just reunion, or do you think she'll come back like in an episode?
She'll be. Yeah, I think she'll be back.
Okay, I like that little theory.
I do believe she will be back. I can't remember her name, but I'm glad that she turned it down, because I mean, if she was really feeling that way, I think I think it was the right decision for her, because obviously, like, she's still not over not getting married or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, she could have very well easily just, I mean, because if she took the rose, like, she was already past the first round.
Yeah, she could have just chilled and been like taking a week off, like while they're doing shit. Like, he already gave me a rose. I'm good.
Yeah, like, she had it made. Like, it was still 5 hours away or whatever from them meeting. I'm like, dude, I'm like, wow.
But when I first saw that, I was like, wow, this is a good strategy, actually. Like, come to him, be like, I'm kind of feeling about leaving, and like you get an early meet. But then she's like, actually, my heart's not in it. I'm gonna go. I was like, oh, I totally thought she was gonna be using this to like, I got a rose.
I'm glad that she
got out of there.
I'm glad that she left. Yeah.
It was weird too when that one other bitch was like, then she got her date stolen, and then she's like, fuck him now. I hate him. He's stupid.
I know. And then she's like, I never said I hate you.
I don't hate anybody. Cut to a clip of her being like, I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. She said it like 47 times. And then, no, I don't hate anybody. I don't know how people like that get on reality TV shows and then don't think like the producers or somebody is going to tell the Bachelor.
But that's what they want. I mean, that's what they want.
Oh, you think she wanted to get a little... Oh, do you think she was doing that so then they would snitch and she'd get a one-on-one with him?
I mean,
potentially. And then it just backfired on her because he was like, I hear you hate me.
But I mean, like, you know, like, the thing that I don't get, too, is like, I mean, I guess we're kind of already started.
Yeah, I'll just throw some kind of intro thing.
What is this? Pleeka's Bachelor pad or something like that?
Pleeka's Bachelor Party, god damn it.
Bachelor Party, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was super interesting that this is only the second season I'm watching of this. Like, I watched Pilot Pete or whatever. That was a few seasons ago. I don't know. But he, like... How many times do you think that we heard from Clayton,
oh my god, that he is attractive?
How excited he was to be there, and like how fucking nervous he was to be there. Like, we get it, okay? Like,
no, this whole episode, it was, God, I'm just so I haven't been on this side. He was on the other side for the show, so he'd been in this situation before.
Well, and he did mention that he only had 8 minutes of airtime.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah,
but I mean, you know that they cut that number way down.
Yeah,
like,
he probably really recorded for like a day, at least 2 days.
Yeah, so I mean, like, I don't know how early he got voted off or kicked off or whatever, but I mean, because I obviously never watched that, but then the other, like you said, is the, oh my god, he's so attractive.
Yeah, every single girl was like, oh god, I just want to fuck you right here.
Some of the lines when they were coming out.
Oh my god!
The second chick that got out of the limo, she's like, I can tell he was a former tight end because he has a tight end. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like,
some of them killed me, and like there was an interview with like the people in the hometown in the opening. They're trying to get a glimpse of him. And the mom was talking about. They kept talking about his dimples, but I took this one out of context.
I mean, those dimples would blow any girl.
Those dimples would blow any. She was trying to say blow him out of the water, but those dimples would blow any girl. But I really liked after Teddy walked away from him, and he's like,
Teddy, you make me feel some type of way.
He had a hard on.
I had a hard on this morning.
He gave. How many times do you think he got hard while they were walking away up there?
I mean, I would hope not. I mean, like,
you're gonna be like, I would hope at least twice.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, Did they say how old he is? I don't remember hearing how old
They probably did, but I don't remember.
Huh. I mean, because like I was actually a little surprised because like they had quite a few like women who were like 28 to 32.
Yeah,
which they're usually younger girls, women or whatever. But to me, there's only 3 girls that I like.
So there's only 3 girls that you'd walk up to and go,
do you guys like orange juice?
Yeah, there's only 3 of them that I actually like.
oh, okay, I'm interested. Who are they?
My favorite one is Teddy.
I like Teddy too.
As soon as I saw her, I was like, wow. But see, like when they like get her little background or whatever, I was like, oh, you probably like that she's a virgin. I don't. I just
like Abby thinking like, oh, you just like her because she has a little virgin pussy.
Yeah, well, like, but that could work against her too.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she has no experience. She hasn't really like.
That is interesting that she said that.
Stuff.
But then like she's like looking at him and shit. She's like, oh, I'm not gonna kiss him the first night, but I can tell he's a good kisser. Like she acts like she kind of has experience.
And then she kissed him.
Yeah, the first night too. I was like, okay, well, you went right on your word, bitch.
And then my second is Rachel. She's like the flight instructor.
Oh yeah, I thought she was interesting.
And then the last one is Susie. I can't remember what she does.
I think I wrote down something about a Susie.
But those are like the only 3 that I find remotely like. I mean, they're all attractive, but
I did like Susie. She was the one she beat up the guy and her like she knew like karate or something in her little opening video.
Okay,
stuff like that. Okay. Yeah.
So she was like in Japan or something.
Yeah.
She was probably in Bangkok.
Maybe.
Do you guys like orange juice?
Oh shit! I clicked off my notes.
But yeah, those are like the only 3.
That's funny. Those are like the same girls that I wrote down that I was like the only ones that I was interested in too. I mean, maybe that'll change as we go further along, but those are the ones that stuck out to me.
I'm sure it will.
I did have a question for you though too, because you know how like the opening of the episode was him showing up to his parents' house, and he's like, "Mom, I'm doing." What would your reaction be if Peyton shows up to you and he obviously he's older and he's like, "Dad, I'm the new Bachelor."
I mean, like I'll be like, "Hey, good for you, dude," but like. And see that's like the thing that just blows my mind. I'll circle back around to your question here in a minute, but like he's giving all the roses out, okay?
Yeah.
Like and they're like he gives one out and then they cut to a girl and
they really like to fucking pull that taffy on giving the roses and shit.
Well, but yeah, exactly. And then I love how like it's Jesse Palmer now, but like he steps in, he's like, "This is the final rose." Like no fucking shit, there, dick cheese. We fucking see it right there.
It worked. 47 other girls get a rose. I think we know how this works now.
Like, but they've always done that. They always say like, "Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final rose of the night." And I'm like, really? No shit. Like, fuck. We know. We've been watching this for 2 hours.
They should have you be the guy. You should be the new host, and you walk in. You're like,
I would love
"Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last rose."
Well, let me finish my thought here. So, because I have another thought based off what you just said. Like he gives out a rose, and then it's like they cut to a girl, and they're like, "Oh my god! Like I really hope I get a rose. Like I really want to fall in love. Like this isn't the way to fucking find love."
That's what I thought. Well, I also I wrote down too.
Least...
The Clayton guy said something about him being like he's never gone on any dates before.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! I think Phoebe's getting into shit. Either someone's breaking into my house or Phoebe's knocking over shit. But he talks about how
it's Phoebe knocking over shit.
Someone's gonna come down here with a gun. I'm like, oh fuck.
Recording a fucking podcast.
But he mentions they never going on dates or anything. But he's like, but I'm gonna go on The Bachelor to find love.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you? And he's like constantly talking about how it's not working. Well, why don't you try it the normal way first?
I mean, because like we were talking about it last night, me and Abby. But like, could you go on a show with 30 other dudes and compete for a woman's love? Like, wouldn't you just be like seeing her kissing other dudes? Like,
it would be weird. Or like it
would just be so weird.
I'm sitting at one end of the pool and like I see another guy like diddling her at the other end of the pool, but I'm like, but tonight I'm gonna get to diddle her. It's just weird. I don't think I could do that.
It's so weird. I know I could.
The only way I could do it was to be like, I'm on a reality TV show.
Well, yeah,
and just play it up that way. That's the only way I would even think about doing like a Bachelor type show.
For sure. I mean, because like I don't know, like apparently, you can become famous off of being on a reality show.
Yeah.
I mean,
would you if they offered it to you, they're like, we want you to be the Bachelor. You're like, yeah, but I'm with Abby. They're like, it's whatever. Just do a show. Would you be the Bachelor and let all these girls, and maybe a few guys, who knows, fight for you?
Well, here's the thing. I think that another station should steal this idea, but it should be with like just normal looking people, not like super hot.
Yeah, not get like top of the line hot people.
Yeah, like dumbed down, like like Jerome, you're the Bachelor.
So you want to watch like Ugly Bachelor?
I mean, I think it would be
interesting.
TV.
I would watch. Yeah, just like get average people from down the street, put them together, and like, hey, let's see if you guys fall in love. I mean, I guess that's kind of the real world, but like, you have one guy.
There are these, elite-looking people that, everybody wants to be and wants to look like, but it's like, I mean, that's not realistic. Like,
yeah, I mean, every girl in this house just wanted to suck his cock from looking at his photo, and they're like, well, and if he has got a nice personality too, that's cool, I guess.
Well, then what about the slutty doctor that rolls up?
Yeah,
in lingerie. I'm like, what the fuck?
And that one chick in a bathtub showing up to him.
Oh my god! And then what about that lady's mom that showed up? I was like,
I was like, whoa, what the fuck? They're gonna have like grandmas on the show?
I was like, you could tell he was uncomfortable.
Yeah, he was thinking too, like, okay, that's kind of fun, but you're not gonna make it far.
He's like, what are we doing right now?
So what do you say she was really on the show? And you know how basically like he had one-on-one dates with all of them, they all made out with him and all this shit?
He didn't, though. He did. There were girls that didn't get one-on-one.
Yeah,
Which goes back to my point I was trying to get to earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so at the rose ceremony, before they're like, the sun is coming up. How do you go through an entire night and not at least get to spend like 2 minutes with every girl?
That's a good point, actually. Maybe because he had to kick out the other girl and they had to set up each thing, maybe, but still.
Well, but like, even if, like, let's just say that the limo shows up at 11 o'clock, the first limo. It takes an hour to get through the girls showing up in the limos. Let's just say it's midnight, okay? Mm-hmm. The sun is coming up, all right? That's like 7:30 in LA. I know that this wasn't filmed right now. This was already pre-filmed. But I mean, like, that's 6 to 7 hours.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't get through at least, like, 5 minutes.
And then
with
plus, one of the girls, her date got shortened and she went home. And then the other girl quit in the opening. So it's 2 less girls, too, that he has to get through.
Exactly.
It is a little nuts.
But they did say there were still 30 women, which I would assume that they have girls on standby for when stuff like that happens.
Maybe,
because that's what Abby was like. Well, one already went home, and I go, I guarantee you they have like a fill in, like back, like if something happens, you'll get in.
That the challenge has that. Whenever like someone gets sick, like someone hurt their back one season, they did go home. They had in the next episode, someone showed up in like a helicopter.
I wanted to go back through today and look, but I didn't. But at one point, he does say there's 31 women in this house. So I don't know if that was a mistake or if there was actually 31.
He has to find the rest.
Yeah, there's supposed to be 30, but I don't know. But yeah, so I do wish they would do something like just like a not
like the hottest of the hot competing.
Not a Ken and Barbie Bachelor.
Well, maybe this after show will pick up, and then me and you can start our own Bachelor. How great
would it be if like HBO did it?
That would be so crazy.
Like, I mean, because you could do so much more.
I know. I'm surprised in HBO or Showtime or something like that hasn't done a dating show like this, where we're like, it's a dating show, but you see boobs.
Like Cinemax or something, like Cinemax. Like, I'm just surprised. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there's a reason why, but I mean, I would watch it.
I wonder what. Yeah, it'd basically be like a rated R reality show. Yeah. That'd be great. Hear them cuss. If they get naked, you watch that. Just see everything. That'd be fun.
See them getting their back blown out by the dimples.
yeah, baby.
I mean, those dimples will blow any girl.
But so what did you think of the new host? I wrote down his name is Jesse Palmer.
Jesse Palmer. That is. It's funny because he is Carson Palmer's brother. Carson Palmer.
You know, it's funny. Every time I hear that name, Palmer, I think of you when you and Nick did that video, and you go, Carson Palmer Torres, pectoral titty. Every time I hear the name, I think of that. So that's how I should get that on the soundboard. I know they're related.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, that's his brother.
I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That already makes it better. Now it's connected to Pleeka. I'm trying to see if I wrote down anything else too.
I did. I mean, I liked Chris Rose. Apparently, he like said racial shit or something.
Yeah,
I don't.
Like I heard Taylor and Victoria, because they watched The Bachelor like religiously.
Yeah.
They talked about it before, but I don't really remember what was going on with them. But like in the last, it was Bachelor's Paradise they watched. It was David Spade as the host. Like it switched to other celebrities, but everybody loved David Spade as the host. So
really?
So like they were hoping he'd come back for this, but then they just got a new guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge David Spade fan. Like,
I'm
not like, I don't like dislike him, but I'm not. I just don't see. I don't know. He's just a dweeby little dweeb to me.
Dweeby little dweeb.
I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe I would have liked it, but yeah, I just didn't know. But I mean, he was fine. I mean, he's a good looking dude. He speaks well, so I mean. I'm sure
it does almost kind of seem pointless. Like it doesn't seem necessary to have a host for this kind of show.
Not really. I mean, you could just have a narrator, really.
Him just talk to. Hey, this is the last rose now. You don't need to have the guy step in and say it.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It is cool, like for the hosts or whatever, like because they get to travel with them, like when they start traveling.
Yeah.
And stuff. Like that'll be that.
Yeah, I bet it's a good and easy gig because you barely do shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, other than probably doing a little research, like knowing how to speak correctly.
Yeah, you gotta talk properly. Good, and you gotta remember everybody's name probably.
And you gotta look good too, because they're not gonna put. Well, they did put David Spade in there, so apparently you don't have to be all that good looking. I mean, let's just be real.
So did you watch the next one at the end of the episode?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
It seemed very spoilery. Didn't it?
It did.
Like it practically showed you who the winners were. That was like the majority of the trailer. It was like, oh, he fucked a couple girls and then now they're crying.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know if I want to watch these from now on because
it was like, very spoilery.
But I know for a fact that shit's there's no way.
It's edited certain ways too to like make you think that thing. The only thing that is a little like more spoiler about it is they're all in the same location, like wherever they traveled to in that area.
Right.
So some girls, they're gonna make it until they travel.
Right.
Shit like that. But
it's just funny because like, whatever he's like, oh yeah, I had sex with all three of you guys, and then he's like crying. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, dude. I'm like, you fucking.
Well, see, they didn't show the whole clip. After the clip, he's like crying, and then the camera shows, and he goes, ding. And winks at the camera.
It's like, whatever, dude. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so broken or something. I'm like, what the fuck? So dramatic.
But then in your HBO or Cinemax one, you'd watch them fuck the girls. You'd be real invested in that scene, in their relationships.
Yeah. I'm telling you. We need to get David Chase on the phone.
Okay.
David Chase on the phone. That's who did The Wire and all that shit.
Yeah, we'll tag him in all these videos, and then we'll be like, "Hey, come make a Bachelor with us."
You should make a Bachelor with Pleeka.
Where was it?
Jerome will be the first Bachelor.
Did you think it was? Oh my God, it smells like Arya shit her fucking pants over there. God damn, it smells bad. Oh my God.
Hopefully your dog didn't shit her pants. Hopefully she's not wearing pants.
But did you think it was so weird and dangerous when that one chick gave the Bachelor Clayton the 100-year-old photo?
And then he puts it in his pocket.
I'm like, that sense. I would be like, no, don't give that to me. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna break it. Don't.
Well,
it'd be bad.
So like we're watching it, and I go, and then he puts it in his pocket, and we go, well, where is he supposed to put it? Probably maybe in his breast pocket.
Yeah, somewhere a little safer.
Yeah.
It's just pulling it out of your pocket. You might rip it in half because it gets stuck in there. Now you ripped your photo.
What about marinara? The one who's like gave him the homemade marinara sauce.
That was weird.
I'm like, what? And she's like, there's a secret ingredient. And he's like, I don't know. Love. Oh, love.
What about the one weird chick too that showed up and she's just like,
yeah,
and didn't say anything. It just walked away.
Fucking poodle. She looked like Snoop Dogg's sister Fucking
Hey, maybe
Jesus.
it was a celebrity cameo.
It could have been.
It just didn't work out for them.
I thought it was an interesting tactic.
It was
Because, like,
it was
it is
interesting.
like, oh, like, I want to find her later and see what her name is and find out about her.
She should have done a little more and done
But
like sign language or something. So then he's like,
but it did.
oh.
Yeah, it didn't work. It didn't work.
Because it worked the way she pulled it off. It kind of more felt like, oh, she just couldn't come up with anything to say, so she's gonna be quiet.
But there were some girls that he gave roses to that I was like, whoa. Like, I wonder if, like, I wonder how. This might sound bad. Okay?
Oh boy.
but I mean, like, I'm being 100% honest here, okay? Like, just put this in as a preface, okay? Like, growing up as a teenager, I fucking had the biggest crush on Tyra Banks, okay?
Oh, okay.
Love Tyra Banks, like Vivica Fox, like hot as shit, all right? But there were some of the black women, okay, that I did not think were attractive at all. Like, do you think that ABC is like, hey, like,
well, you know,
like,
I have heard from Taylor and
said,
Victoria that they're
I
really
wanna
bad at getting colored people on the show.
Well, I know, but like, does he have to say these are the ones I want to send home, and like, let's just happenstance say that like you wanted to send all the black girls home, and they're like, no, you got to keep at least like 2 black women. Or something. I don't know. I'm just saying, like.
I bet there is a rule like that where they're like, hey, first 2 weeks, keep a little bit of other races here. Try to keep an open mind, like, and try to have a couple other races here. I guarantee that's a thing.
And I'm not talking about just black women, but like there were some of the like the other women too. And I'm just like, oof. I'm like, she is not attractive at all. Like,
well, maybe we should take them and put them on our ugly Bachelor show.
I mean, they could.
They could be our contestants. We got easy contestants.
I wish I had like. If it's just someone like, you know, we should do some crowd surf. What is it? Crowd surfing? What is not crowd surfing?
We could crowd surf, sharing? But then you need a crowd fund to get some money.
Crowdfunding.
We can still crowd surf though. I'm down for that.
Bunch of cameras, bunch of money, you know, and then we can just make a show. But yeah, like I wonder how much that plays into it. Where ABC's like, no, you need to keep like some ethnicity like in here. You know what I mean? Like.
I bet that's a big part. I guarantee that happens.
Yeah.
Because I mean, shows like this.
Obviously, like, you know, the times where we're at now, like, there will obviously be ethnicity, which is fine. I have no problem with that. But, like, you know, some of them, I mean, and they're just not good looking to me. I mean, I realize everybody has different tastes and all that stuff, but like, some of them are just like, how did this person get invited?
No,
like,
there was some. Jesus. Taylor said, do I have my insurance? Oh, I don't know. I don't know why she was asking me that.
You should be like, Hess has his.
I'll tell her.
She's like, okay, and?
I texted her, I said, Hess has his. But I do agree. There was a lot of girls in this episode that like he'd be passing by and like they'd say something to him and then walk in the house and then he'd be like, damn, little mama, or something like.
Teddy, you make me feel some type of way.
And I was like, oh, really? That girl made you feel some type of way?
Well, and the funny thing is like I thought a lot of them were like basic, like very basic looking.
I can see that.
Like, and a lot of like the white girls looked the same. Like,
yeah, no, there was a lot of time where I was like,
stereotypical.
at the end, a girl got kicked out, and I was like, oh, is that the girl? Oh, no, she's right there with the rose. Okay, I guess I couldn't tell a lot of the white girls apart.
I know.
It was pretty. Oh,
I know. There's one of them, and I think she made the cut, but like as soon as she stepped out of the limo, I was like, oh my god, she looks like a fucking alcoholic. And then like,
what was it? The one that like she's like, I'm funny, I'm so funny.
She was a blonde. That's all I know.
Because there was one of them that during the episode, I was like, "Oh, is this bitch drunk? Like, she seems like she's drunk this entire time."
I'm pretty sure she made the cut, so well, it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, I was just like, wow, I'm like, she looks like she's lit. Like, what the fuck? I'm like,
like I want what she's on.
Showing up lit on the fucking thing, dude. I'm like, it's crazy. Fucking, but yeah. So you like to say? Did you have? Who else did you like? Did you like anyone else?
Let me see if there's anybody else that I liked.
I would have given my first impression rose to Teddy as well. Who would you have given?
I think I would have gave it to Teddy as well.
Okay.
I was like, okay, I gotta pay attention to these first people and see who. And I was like, oh, he gave it to who I would give it to.
Yeah, me too.
Let me see.
I thought he was going to give it to Rachel, which I would have been okay with.
Oh, I thought he was going to as well.
I like Teddy better. And like with Teddy, like when they got together, like when they had their little meeting or date or whatever you want to call it, like he had his hand way up high on the thigh. I was like, damn. I was like, wow. but like I say, like, I mean, you know, it's just interesting to me, like how that all works. I mean, like I think she's like 26 or whatever. I'm gonna look him up. I want to see how old he is. Oh yeah, it says 2 women exit before Bachelor's Clayton first rose ceremony. Not the way that I was hoping to start. No one cares, Clayton. He's 28 years old, so he'll be 29 in April. Oh, and I mean he's not a bad looking guy.
Didn't it look almost like it like hurt to have his face? Because he like just the way his face looked, I was like, it almost looks like it hurts to have this face.
I mean, it is a little goofy, but like there are pictures where, like this one right here, like I feel like he like might have like a little down, like look at it, you know what I mean? Like you know, like just like a little smidge. And then one of the women that I really hope this doesn't become popular.
I was just thinking, fuck, I have to bleep out some shit here.
Well, there was one of the women, like her eyeballs were like 4 feet apart. I was just like, what?
Hey, maybe she's like Sid crazy. From Ice Age or something, you know? Maybe she's related.
It's funny. I ran across inbred TikTok the other day.
Oh boy, Jesus.
That is fucking nuts, dude. There's this guy. He's like an older man. Mm-hmm. He was like fucking his brother and his sister had him or whatever.
I thought you were saying he was fucking his brother and his sister.
No. Well, it is. They're like from West Virginia. Like they're in the fucking hills. It's just all inbreeding. Like that's, and like he doesn't even know how to talk. Like he just barks. Like,
I've seen this guy.
I'm like, dude, this is fucking nuts.
I know.
Like, what
you know how terrifying it would be to meet these people? Like, imagine being trapped in their house.
God, dude, no way.
I would die.
I would be murdering.
Yeah, I think I would have to murder my way out of there, probably.
Yeah, I mean, because I sent that to Abby, and she's like, "What the fuck are you sending me this for?" I'm like, "I find it
what
fascinating.
Are you watching, you weirdo?"
I find it fascinating yet horrifying at the same time.
No,
like,
yeah, I get that.
Fucking nuts.
You could watch like long ass videos about them on YouTube and shit. Their family.
I know. I think
that's supposed to be like. I think those guys are like 4 generations of incest.
Yeah.
And it's always
there's like a show on something.
I think so, but like, how does that start? Like it's like early on,
brother and a sister fucking or something.
Well, I mean, I get that part, but like one brother's like, yeah, let's try it, and the rest of the family's like, okay, they're a little weird, and it just keeps continuing on and on and on. That is just so crazy that many generations had to be like.
Well, yeah, and then no one steps in.
Yeah, like not one uncle's like, hey guys, this is a little weird.
Well, not like doctors or like fucking CPS or like.
Yeah, like how are they giving birth to the kids in the house?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy as fuck, though. I'm like, wow. I'm like, this is wild. But yeah, the guy's like, ooh. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, Jesus
I'll have to cut to a clip here of that guy.
So crazy. Fucking nuts.
But so back to The Bachelor. The only other thing I really wrote down in my notes was, you remember that one girl, I think she was Portuguese and Korean, or South Korean, that came up to him?
Okay.
And she spoke one of the languages to him, and it was like, can I have a kiss? I would have loved.
German.
She was speaking German.
Yeah, I would have liked for her to said, "Can I kiss your pee-pee?"
Oh, need that on the soundboard. But I would have loved it if she was like saying something completely different to him.
I know.
And then she's like, "It means can I have a kiss?" But really, it's like, "I'll fucking kill you if you don't give me a rose, you little cocksucker."
Well, and then what about that chick that shows up with the urn and says it's her ex-boyfriend's ashes?
Yeah, and if you do something wrong, you're gonna be in here too. It was like, okay.
Yeah, you're going home. Goodbye.
There's a lot of girls. First impression in that area. I'd been like, you're gone.
I want to know if that's ABC telling them to do these things.
I bet a little, or tell them, hey, you have to have a thing.
Well, because like that one girl had like the fucking buzzer on her hand.
Yeah.
Which like that's just silly, goofy, stupid shit. But like, it's an urn, and this is my ex-boyfriend's ashes. Like that's a bit dramatic.
Yeah, like they had a big prop room that they went into, and she's like, "I'm gonna take the urn, and I'll just pretend this is my boyfriend's."
I'm like, what the fuck? And then the bitch rolls up in like the
little toy car.
The fucking Hot Wheel or the Hot Rod or whatever they're called.
I thought they were a little dramatic when they were all like, "Whoa, this bitch hit the other girl's car! Oh my god!"
I know.
I was like, it's a fucking toy car. Who cares? It's not even broken.
I know. Which I didn't like that girl that rolled up in the
I didn't either.
truck.
Yeah.
Because she's like, in life, if I want to win a man a card game, I will get it. And I'm like, it doesn't really work that way with a fucking man. Like he has to.
No, if she wants a man, she gets the man.
Apparently,
she walks up and goes,
You like your panties?
They're all in, baby.
And I don't know which one it is. I'll be interested to see. But I thought one of them was pretty like. It might have been that chick that said she hated him.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was pretty like buff. Like she was fucking like.
Oh, I could kind of see that.
I was like, Jesus Christ.
You don't want to get on her bad side.
I think she definitely got pissed off.
Yeah, I think she got pissed that the girl stole the date.
Yeah. And then she was mad that he didn't like stay with her to finish. And then it was just like, well, you're not going to show me up like that.
Yeah.
And then she turns it into, I'd spit him out. I'd just fucking chew him up and spit him out. Like, I need a man. Like, he's too nice. And it's like, what?
Yeah,
like,
I thought it was weird. She kept basically calling him like Captain America and like,
yeah,
I'm America. But like, he never said anything like that I saw.
Some of the things that she said were just like, what the fuck? Like, where she's like, oh, I love my country. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, no, like, he said nothing even close to that.
No, like, he's not, Chris Evans. Jesus Christ. I could have swore it said the next episode was on Thursday.
I learned from Hulu. It appears on Hulu at fucking 3 a.m. I went to watch it at like 1, and I was like, I guess I'm going to bed. I'll watch it tomorrow. January 10th, 2022. When's that?
That's Monday. That's Monday. Okay. So apparently it will be every Monday. Then. But I mean, like, as far as I know, like the season's already over. Like they've already filmed.
Oh yeah. Well, Taylor was telling me, she was like, if you guys want spoilers at all for your videos, she said sometimes they know who won the show way before it's even close to the end.
I don't want to know.
I told her, I said we probably won't want to know because we'll want to speculate on that. But she said that like leaks get out all the time about this shit on here.
Yeah, which would make you think that they would stop doing it that way.
Yeah, you think they'd be a little more like try some kind of security to make your show protected.
Like if I'm gonna watch this and we're gonna do a podcast.
She fucking shit again. God damn, it smells so bad. It's like every time she rolls over, I just get a huge whiff of shit.
That's awesome. Like if we're gonna if we're gonna do this, we're gonna watch it and like do a podcast on it. Like I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Like so, like I will I'll be pretty bummed if like halfway through, like we find out like such and such won. I'd be like, really? Like,
yeah, I'd be a little annoyed. It would
make me not want to do it because it's like,
yeah, it'd be like, well, let's just wait till the finale now and talk about the finale, and that's it.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I get that.
So I don't know how many episodes there are, but I think it's like 15 or 20 or something like that.
I think it's something like that too.
Yeah.
So this will keep us busy for a while.
They're probably already filming The Bachelorette.
Probably.
Yeah.
Are we gonna, when the old people Bachelor come back, are we gonna do that? Where they have like a bunch of old farts trying to date each other?
I don't know. I mean,
you're gonna be like, see grandmas trying to fuck each other?
Maybe you should convince you and Nick to do that one.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll do it with Arya, so she can sit here and she'll shit her pants and. Yeah,
just have her just constantly. You could just have her on the screen and just have like fake poop coming out of her ass the whole time. Like that's all she's doing. She just has her butthole looking at the camera and just fucking shit, just soft serving it right out.
I like your panties.
Ugh, that's horrible.
So I figured we could do it at the end of every episode.
Mm-hmm.
We rank a top 3, and like. So like
here, I'm gonna pull up the girls just so I can see them all in front of me. This is season 26, right?
Yes. Okay. It's gonna be the same 3 for me. It'll be. My number 1, I think number 1 for me right now would be Teddy, and then I would go Susie, and then I would go Rachel.
All right,
Teddy, Susie, Rachel, 1 through 3.
I know for me it'll go Teddy, Susie, and then there's one more person I wrote about on here that I can't see their name. Oh, I don't remember what she looks like at all, but I really like the girl Sierra. She had a line when she showed up, and she was like, I'm from the future and I'm your wife, so I'm here to like meet you or whatever all shit. I was like, oh, that's kind of fun. I kind of like that. So she'd be in third place for me, Sierra.
Season 26 Bachelor. Can we just see the women, bro?
I know it was really hard, so I was like, fuck it. I'll just go to my notes where I wrote down some shit.
Oh yeah, see right here. It says meet the 31 women vying for Clayton. So
oh
why
wow,
is there
31.
Yeah. All right, so 26-year-old and executive recruiter from Los Angeles, Claire, Daria, Eliza, Elizabeth.
That's funny. So many of these girls, I can't even picture them.
Incy.
Oh, that girl. I wrote something down about her. Was she the one? She did something.
What about Genevieve? What do you think about Genevieve?
Who's
she's
she?
the bartender from. She's this one. I feel like she's a little trashy.
Yeah, so she didn't.
That's just me.
She seemed more of like she should be on like a Jersey Shore or like a Vinny and Polly kind of show.
Yeah. A little trashy.
I can't. There was something that girl did.
Kira, who did you give your third to?
My third was to Sierra.
Oh yeah. Okay. Abby doesn't like her. Abby thinks she had plastic surgery.
Oh wow. Okay. That's funny.
Her favorite flower is a black rose. Sierra's.
Oh, maybe I'll have to get her one.
So top 3. So we'll have to keep track of how often and how much they change.
Okay, I like that. I think too for our own Bachelor show, when we do it, instead of roses, people get orange juice. So then you go.
Do you guys like?
Orange juice? Yeah,
that's what we do on ours.
We give cups of orange juice.
Yeah. Oh my god, she just fucking shit again. Oh, I don't know what she's doing, but it smells so fucking bad. God damn.
What did Taylor say when you said Hess? That's his.
She just kind of ignored me. She's trying to get information. She told me to go check the counter or something. I told her, hold on a second.
Oh, that's funny.
But you anything else you want to say? You want to wrap up our first bachelor party? I
think that's it. I think the bachelor party, first Pleeka's bachelor party is in the books.
Yeah, and it was fun. I had fun watching The Bachelor. I didn't really know much about it before, but it was enjoyable.
I enjoyed it as well.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to the rest of these. It'll be really interesting as we go farther along, like to actual episodes instead of just introductions.
Right.
It'll get really interesting.
I feel like they were cranking through them there.
A little bit, yeah. Some girls got a little longer, and some girls just like do right through there.
I was like, wow. I'm like, but there were 31.
But, yeah, like you said, there's 31 women. That seems like this will be on for a fucking year with 31 women.
It moves pretty quick.
Yeah. But all right, so thanks for watching, everybody. Please like, subscribe if you enjoyed this. We'll be doing this every week, hopefully. And see you guys next week for more of Pleeka's Bachelor Party.
And go cut my fucking arm off. I have COVID shoulder.